Okay, we're going to start now. It's about 1 minute past 1. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ramin Narimani, and I'm the head of Center for Collingdale. And welcome to our virtual Open Day. The Open Day today will have 3 different sections. At first, we will be showing you a very short video showcasing our workshops and some of the practical activities that our students do at our center. And we were hoping to do that on a face-to-face. However, because of the COVID situation, obviously we are not able to do that. So we thought the best thing will be to capture that in a video as much as possible. After that, I'll be doing a very short presentations about the courses and some of our facilities. And the last part of the session will be an opportunity for you to ask me any questions that you might have about the course. So once again, welcome, and I would invite you to listen and watch our video.
Hi everyone, my name is Niad Kapti. I'm the Curriculum Manager for the Construction Department here at Barnet and Southgate College. You're here today at the Collingdale campus. We are situated in the heart of Collingdale. We have great transport links. We have the Northern Line underground station. We also have buses that stop right outside the college. Let's go inside and show you the facilities. So here we are now. We're inside the college in the Construction Department. We've got the carpentry section down there that we'll look at in a moment, but we've got our brickyard here on the right hand side, and we're going to go in here first. We are in the brickyard at the moment. We run a variety of courses here. So we run our level 1 diploma in brick, and we run a new level 2 diploma in brick as well. So it's a progression route from you from level 1 to level 2. You can see here, when you do enroll with us, we do use appropriate equipment and apparatus for you to make sure that you can successfully pass your course. The tutors that you have here will be supportive, they will help you, and they will also help you get into the trade business as well if you wish to go into that direction. If we just slowly walk over to this section over here, you can see an example of work that we sort of produced. This was done at level 1, which is just about a simple installation wall that we have to put together, which is part of your assessment, and it's a variety of practical and theory exams that you'll complete for level 1, level 2 brick. You'll be working with different types of bricks. So here we've got our breeze blocks that you'll use, and you chop and shape these into the shapes that you need and desire for your wall. We've also got the London yellow bricks as well that we use for the outside of your walls going forward. This is where you'll be creating your sand-based mortar. The reason why we use this is because it's reusable for you. So when you're doing your different assessments, it's something that we can reuse, and you get to the practice of how these are created in the industry. We've got our plastering section. This is part of our level 1 multi-skills. So within that you have brickwork, you have carpentry, and you have plastering skills that you'll learn at level 1 multi-skills. So this is just one small element that you will get from level 1, will then allow you to progress to either level 2 brick or level 2 plumbing as well, depending on where your progression route wants to go. Okay guys, so now we're in the carpentry workshop. So I'm just going to show you some elements that we got in here. So on this station over here, you can see some of the work that the students have produced. This is at level 1, so we're talking about creating joints, and we're talking about creating frames at level 1. When you then progress onto that, you'll then be using these type of apparatus and tools to be creating these structures. From that point, we go to level 2s. You'll be looking at door frames and structures and creating them. From your level 2 journey, you'll move on and you create more complicated or more complex structures. So here you can see we have a roof structure, okay, that our student has created, and then further down here, if you are very advanced, you'll then be creating things like staircases and the balusters that go with it as well. Okay, so now we're in one of 3 of our plumbing workshops here on Collingdale campus. So here we offer a level 1, a level 2 and a level 3 plumbing course. You'll cover certain areas such as plumbing domestically within your normal house. You also look at boilers, as you can see behind me, and you look at bathroom assessments and also how hot and cold water taps operate within your normal house. So here we are now in our gas training workshop. We have a variety of courses on our website that you can enroll onto for September 2021 start. Where one that stands out for us is a gas utilisation hot and cold water course, and in here is where you do your assessments and development. That's the end of our tour here on the Colindale campus of our construction department. I really hope you've been impressed with the facilities that we have here on site. Please go to our website www.barnettsouthgate.ac.uk for our full list of courses which conduct full-time and part-time, and all our courses will suit your needs. I look forward to seeing you in the near future.
Great, thank you for watching that video. Yes, that was my colleague who was the head of construction at Colindale campus. I do have a presentation that I'm going to share with you in just one moment. Okay, I hope you all can see my screen. So as I said, my name is Ramin Narimani and I'm head of center for Colindale. Barnet and Southgate College has 3 different centers, and each of those centers are managed by a head. And I'm looking after the Colindale Center, which you can see in the background of this slide here. So you already are familiar with our Q&A box, so please do put your questions there if you have any question. As I said, the third part of the open day will be to go through the questions, and I will try my best to answer as many questions as possible. The picture again is our bricklaying workshop here that you can see. So construction is a very growing industry at the moment across the whole country, especially in London. We've got new housing that we need to build, and also the repair and maintenance of the existing one. We have some huge regeneration projects happening at the moment in London. One of them is actually very close to us, and the college works very closely with them, and that's the Brent Cross Town development. As you probably have heard about that, but the whole Brent Cross area is under a sort of a regeneration project. It's a huge project, multi-billion pounds, and it's going to take a few years, up to about 10 to 12 years to be completed. We are working very closely with the employers there and the contractors there to help them to recruit to the vacancies that they have as part of that. And I did put environmental issues here because that's when my colleagues was explaining about some of the materials that we reuse. So this is becoming a more of a specific focus on construction at the moment. There is loads of conversation about green construction and how to build more efficient houses and how to update the existing housing to become more energy efficient as well. So there's huge government investment there. And as a result of that, there's a wide range of employment opportunities that are happening in construction at the moment. And these are just some of them for your information, for you to have an understanding of the scale of some of those. So the Crossrail that goes through London as well, that's probably the largest construction project in Europe. The number of people that need to be employed in construction area to finalize this project are thousands and thousands of people. The budget is close to 18 billion pounds. We've got Heathrow expansion, another multi-billion pounds expansion with a huge need for construction skills across a range. Almost anything that we deliver at the college, there will be a demand for it there in all of these projects. And as I said, these are just some examples, but there are huge number of vacancies at the moment. I've highlighted what we could find as a sort of latest statistics that the vacancies have increased on quarter by 43%. So just in a quarter of a year, there was a need for 26,000 more expert and trained people in construction industry. And because of that, the salaries remain very competitive and normally well above the national averages. So this was just an introduction for you to know that you have chosen the right course and there is a huge demand for construction in employment at all levels. So coming back to sort of our campus and our college, as I said, we are based at Collindale, and Collindale campus is a relatively new campus. It's about 5 years old. It's quite modern. And unfortunately, as I said, we didn't get a chance to actually invite you to come for a face-to-face open day to see the facilities, but you probably captured some of that in the video that my colleague Nihad was showing you. It's quite modern center, and we have invested heavily in our workshops and our practical facilities. Those of you that are not completely familiar with the area, that's where we are in the map. So we just opposite of the Barnet Council. And this is on here is the Collindale Underground Station. So this is a walking distance of probably 3 to 4 minutes. That's walking distance in here. So it's quite, this is on the northern line. So, very easy access as soon as you get here. Couple of minutes walk, you are here. But as Nihal said, there are also bus stops right opposite us in this street in here as well. So very easy access, modern facilities, and we'll go through some of that now. So these are the range of courses that we have on offer. We have multi-skills. So multi-skills is what we do is at level 1. And this is a course that is good for someone who's not really sure what a specialist subject they want to do in construction. So multi-skills will give you experience of sort of tasting, carpentry, bricklaying, plastering, some plumbing, and then you can decide what you want to do for your level 2. But if you already know what you want to do and you're saying that as an example, I want to be a bricklayer, and or this is the area that I want to work on, then you can go from your level 1 course or level 2 based on your current GCSE grades. You can go directly to the specialist course that you want. So we've got brickwork and we've got plumbing. So a brickwork is currently at level 1 and 2. A plumbing, because we had students progressing from level 2, now we have plumbing on offer at level 1, 2, and also level 3. So across all of those levels, we're offering plumbing courses. So just to recap, multi-skill is level 1 at the moment, brickwork level 1 and 2, and plumbing is on offer at level 1, 2, and 3. We do have gas training, and the gas training is normally a progression from our plumbing courses. So some of our level 2 or level 3 plumbing course graduates will go and do gas training, or if someone has already had some plumbing experience, but they want to be they want to have the gas safe sort of certificate and be on the gas safe register. We have those trainings to upskill people so they can get that qualification and work in the gas industry, which is also, there is a huge demand for that. I did explain the relationship that we have with the number of employers in construction, and as the result of that, there are always opportunities for apprenticeships in construction. So if someone is not interested in doing a full-time course and they want to start working sooner, they can get in touch with us and we will explore the apprenticeship opportunities for them. The courses that we have on offer, we can offer them across a wide range of ages. So normally from 16 to 18, the courses are offered for free. For adults, we also do have a range of free courses. So we have been using some of the government fundings and initiatives to upskills adults. So there are also free courses available for adults. If you're not sure which one, you can always get in touch, or apply. And during your application process, we will be in touch with you and we will be talking to you about the funding for your course. So that was our offer. If you are 16 to 18 years old, when you enroll with us, you will enroll on what is known as a study program. And what that means is that you will not be just enrolling on a construction or a plumbing course, but you will also do other things. And one of those other things is improving your maths and English skills and qualification, because this is needed when you want to go into employment. There will be some element of work experience. So our plumbing courses, for example, at level 2 and 3, they will have substantial amount of work experience, probably 1 day per week. And these are all considered as part of what is known as your program, or we call it a study program. So you will upskill your maths and English. You will do your construction course by going to your theory lesson, your practical lessons, and also your work experience. And that work experience is generated by the links that we have with the employers. Uh, One of the things that we are very proud of in our college is the support that we provide for our learners. And it doesn't matter what background the learners have, and if they have any learning difficulties or disabilities. We are very proud of the support that we provide for those learners. And as a result of all of that, we have very high pass rates in our construction courses. And I will go through what is requirement from you in order to be part of this success story of the pass rates and progression to either higher education or employment. Uh, yeah, we already covered the workshops and classrooms. They're quite modern. And as I said, we are committed to heavily invest in our equipment to make sure they are up to date and they are industry standard. So what you work with in the college is the same kind of tools and equipment that you will use and the same kind of jobs that you will have when you go into employment. I did talk about maths and English, which are compulsory part of our study program for our 16 to 18 years old. And these are for people that they don't have a sort of a pass grade in their maths and English. If they already have that, they don't need to be repeating that again. But this is just upskilling and sort of helping you to improve your GCSE grades, because as I said, it's a quite important thing for your CV to have if you want to go into higher education or go to the employment. Our teachers are all fully qualified in the trades. Majority of them, almost all of them, actually currently working in the trade on their Saturdays, evenings, or if they are part-time here, they come to the college and teach for 1, 2, 3 days, and the rest of that they work on the relevant trade. And that's quite helpful because they actually bring all of that industry experience to the classrooms. And the benefit of that is obviously to our learners in terms of preparing them for the job and employment. We have very good IT facilities here. We're very well equipped computer rooms, and also because of the pandemic, we have developed a lot of resources and tools that our students and teachers can use for online learning. I'm glad to hear that the restrictions are going to be lifted or be reduced, but we will never know. And because of that, we are always ready for that eventuality that deliver some of the lessons online if we need to socially distance again after 19th of July. A range of supports are available during your study with us. Well, the first one and the obvious one is academic, but anything sort of any personal issues that are going on in the student's life, they can come forward, they can discuss it with our dedicated and really professional team. We do have offices with open door policies for those sort of personal referrals or any questions that people might have in terms of getting support. anything that goes on in the family or regarding your job. And obviously we have a career guidance that will help you with your CV, with your job application if you want to progress to your employment. And also your maths and English teacher will provide the same or level of support that you will get in your sort of construction and vocational course. As a result of all of these supports that are available, as I said, our pass rates are quite high. A word of advice for any of our learners will be that if you need any support, come forward as soon as you feel that you need that support. If you've got any questions in any lesson, don't leave it for a week or 2 weeks before you ask the question. It's always good to ask question. Don't be shy to ask question. Don't assume you are the only one who have this question. There might be loads of other people in the same group with the same question. So come forward as soon as you know there is a need. Ask your question as soon as you're not sure about anything that the teacher has explained. So make sure you learn and you progress. And if anything is stopping you from that, you let us know and we will provide the support that you need in all aspects of your study program. This picture here clearly shows you the relationship between your maths and, for example, your plumbing or your bricklaying. As you can see, there's lots of dimensions and mathematics involved with any technical work that you do, and obviously the technical language that you need to understand. So if you're doing maths and English in addition to your vocational course, do not assume this is something that you don't need it. It is part of your job. It's part of your progression in employment. I did talk about work placement. I wanted to make sure that anybody that applies for the course at in construction at Barnet and Southgate College, they are actually prepared for that. We see great benefit for that. We can see that the employability skills will increase. It's an excellent thing for you to have on your CV. And as I said here, you can try different things. You know, you might go and work with an employer that works in plumbing and gas industry. And after a month, 2 months there, you will say, actually, I'm very much interested into gas and therefore let me continue with the qualification there. Or you might say, well, actually, plumbing is my passion. So that will help you to decide which direction you want to move in future when you finish the course. And as I said, you know, if in your CV, if you got work experience, it always looks great. Some of the lessons, we do have lots of workshops and practicals, but some of the lessons are theory lessons. And it's always good for you to see the application in real world. And that's why we will emphasize on the work placement. And we will ask you to be prepared to have 1 day per week as part of your study program. Because as you can see, there's loads of benefits doing that. So when you finish the course, what is it you can do? Well, you can study more, and the higher you go, the higher chances of getting higher paid employment and going into more sort of management roles. So we do always encourage our students to not to just do a level 1 course and leave, although there might be opportunities there, but our advice normally is to progress at different levels. So that opportunity will be there. I'll give you an example for plumbing where you can go from level 1 to 3. And after that, obviously you can go and do civil engineering in university. We did talk about the apprenticeship and employment. So all the sort of usual routes of progressions are available to the construction students, and we have a dedicated team, for example, if you want to go to university, to support you with your UCAS application, your personal statement, and everything else regarding progression to higher education. If employment is something that you want to consider, then again, our career advice team will help you with your CV, with your application, will help you to find the jobs that you are relevant to you and you will be interested in. Now, I said we have very good pass rate in the department, and we would like all of our candidates and the students to be part of that success story. But to be part of that success story, there are some expectations. So if you are applying for a course in construction, make sure you are ready for this expectation. Our expectations from our students are high because we want them to achieve the best of their ability. And for that, we would expect you to attend all your lessons, all of them on time. If it is maths, English, if it is your practical bricklaying subject or the theoretical one, whatever it is, or your tutorial, we will have a personal tutor that will help you. We would expect you to attend all of those lessons, complete any work, any assignments, any portfolios that you need to complete. And as I said, let us know if you have any difficulties and let us know as soon as possible. Sometimes a problem is small, but if you don't bring it to our attention, it starts to become bigger and bigger. The sooner we know, the smaller the problem is, and therefore the easier to solution. But don't worry if you told us late, because there is always a solution. As long as we know there's a problem, we will find a solution to support you. We would like you to be respectful to peers and staff in the college. We do have a zero tolerance policy for bullying. We will not tolerate any shape or form of that. So if you're coming to our college, you can be ensured that you will not be subjected to any behavior like that. And finally, we really would like you to choose your course wisely. Make sure this is what you like to do. And as a result of that, you will enjoy your course, you will achieve, and we don't need to chase you to come to the college. You will actually come to the college and do the course because this is what you love to do, because this is what you are enjoying to do. That's the end of my presentation. I'm going to stop sharing the screen now, and I will go and have a look at what is in our Q&A box. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you. I hope you find it useful. Let me have a look at the questions there. I can see there are 5 questions. Yeah, so someone said that they're looking for a plumbing course. Well, the good news is we do have a range of plumbing courses. As I said, level 1, 2, and 3. So what you do is go online and apply. I believe my colleagues have already put the link for that application in there. The sooner you apply, the better. This year, we have received a high number of applications. So don't postpone that. Apply as soon as possible. And then we will be in touch with you with the assessment and an interview and hopefully offering you a course and seeing you in September. Yeah, the same applies to the second question, that it's a multi-skill course. Yeah, our multi-skill course, as I said, is at level 1. And these are the nature of these courses. This is where they're supposed to be, because these courses are designed for you to decide what you want to do. So you do a multi-skill, you will try everything, and then you will decide which specialty you want to continue with. Okay, another question is about electrical installation. Someone already has a level 3 course, they want to do plumbing course. Which level is suitable and when I have to attend? Yeah, I would strongly advise you to apply. If you don't have any, so this is someone who has a level 3 electrical installation. So obviously electrical installation is different from plumbing. But what we will do after you applied, we will assess you. So you can, if you have some background in plumbing and you've done some plumbing work in industry, then I would advise you to apply for our level 3 plumbing course. If you haven't done that, maybe level 2 can be a good entry point into plumbing. But don't worry if you get that wrong, because what will happen is that one of our plumbing tutors will interview you. And even if you have applied for level 2, but after the discussion with tutor, we see that you are a better candidate for level 3, we can enroll you on level 3. So don't worry about that. As long as you apply, then you will have the opportunity to have that detailed discussion. We need to have a look at your GCSEs. We need to look at the funding for that course to see how that applies to you, but we will go through that process. So the advice would be to apply for a plumbing course, either level 2 or 3, and then based on the interview and the sort of follow-up conversation, we can decide together which one is the best one for you. Next question is someone who wants to do a level 2 electrical installation. And coming up was, well, the electrical installation is a different department. So we do not offer that at Collindale. It is at Southgate. So you can consider applying for that course again. I'm not sure if they have a dress sort of code or not. Uh, as I say, it's happening in a different center. Again, the best thing to you to go into details of those questions is for you to apply. So just go to that link that my colleague have put in the chat, apply for your level 2 electrical installation, which is happening and starting in September. And during that interview, you can ask all of those questions. Part of the question is saying that when you have to attend the college to enroll, as I said, we have heavily invested in our sort of online tools and resources. So I would suggest that you apply. And once you applied, we will have a look at the documentation. We will make you an offer. There may not be even a need for you to physically come to the college to enroll. Obviously, we don't need you to come for your lessons, but we will try to sort of make the experience as easy as possible for you. Someone said that they've done an online application. When I have to, yeah, we will be in touch. If you have already applied, don't worry, we are going through all of that. We will be in touch with you, and then we will go through the documentations that you need. The documentation comes after the interview and after we offered you a place. So once you've got your interview with the academic staff members and we establish which course are the best course for you, then obviously at that time we look at the documentations to see what funding is available for you. So question saying, what is next? Well, the next thing is for you to apply, and we explain what the courses are. So the next thing will be for you to apply. It's a question saying that someone has applied for a level 1 plumbing and they have an offer. How do I complete the enrollment and give my GCSE results? If you already have an offer, it is very likely that your offer will be a conditional offer. And the conditions are normally your GCSE results. So as soon as you got your GCSE results, if it is for this year, GCSE results, which are going to be released on 12th of August, you can physically bring them here if you want. We will be open on that day. We will be enrolling on that day. That probably is the quickest way to do that. But otherwise, you can be in touch with us, or we will be in touch with you, and you can do that electronically. As I said, our plumbing courses are very popular, and we had a number of applications and obviously limited places. I would advise you that as soon as you get your GCSE results, come to the college and enroll on the 12th of August. Someone saying that they've been trying to confirm the interview, but no answer from email or message. Okay. I've got your name here. If this is the same name that you have used for your application, I will get in touch with our admission team and I will ask them to contact you. I think that's probably the quickest solution to that. Normally confirming your offer is something that you need to do online. There is no need for you to email or phone us, but I will ask the relevant person to get in touch with you. I've got your name here, so I'm hoping this is the same name that you have used for for your application. If it is not, then please put that in writing. My colleagues in the chat probably will put, or if they haven't already, a way that you can contact us regarding your application. So if you let us know sort of your exact details, if it is not the same as what is in here, then yeah, we will be in touch. You haven't yeah. So someone is saying that they applied for a level 1 course and they haven't yet had anything back. As I said, we did receive a large number of applications, and that's probably the reason, but we are doing our best to get in touch with you. If you have already applied for the course, I'm assuming that you will hear from us very soon. If you didn't hear anything, make sure you actually come to the college, because there might be something wrong with the application, or we haven't received it, or something like that. But we do have admission teams at Collindale every day, and we are open now. So you can actually come here and talk to us. But if you provide us with your name and details through some of the contacts, again, that's a better way of us looking into that and see why you haven't been contacted yet. There's a question about cost for the adult. There's a range of fundings that are now available to adults, but they are different for different people, and they're different for sort of based on personal circumstances. And we need to consider those in individual one-by-one cases. Just to give you an example, on our website, there is a level 3 course in plumbing and gas. And if you are an adult and you don't have any previous level 3 qualification, that course is available to you free of charge. So there are a range of courses and sort of financial supports that are there. But this doesn't mean that every course that we have is free for adult. So again, apply for the course that you like. We will have a discussion about first the entry criteria, just to making sure that academically you are suitable for the course, and then we will go through that exercise of finding out what funding is available to you. The good news is that the government is investing heavily in education at the moment, and that level 3 course that I just said was just one example, and that was not available 2 years ago, but it is available now in more technical courses such as gas and plumbing. So this is a course that my colleague Nihad was referring to in his video. It's been very popular. We already received a large number of applications. As I said, it is free. We just need to make sure that you will meet our academic sort of entry. Are students afforded to join? Absolutely, yeah. There's a question about what age you need to have to join the course. Any age. We have courses from 16 to 18. We have courses for adults. It's just mainly a discussion about your academic ability, so to see which course is suitable for you, and also then we will discuss the funding. So as I said, again, there's a range of funding is available. Lots of our courses are free, but there might be courses that people need to pay. But the age is not a barrier at all. So another question saying that what's the website to apply on? I think my colleague have already shared the link there. So the link is, yeah, you can see to apply for one of the course. Yeah. So the link is on the chat. Please have a look at that and do apply early. As I say, I mean, this year we've been fortunate with a number of applications that we have received. So the sooner you apply, the better of your chances. Someone is saying, where is the link? It's on the chat. If you click on the chat and scroll down, there is a link to apply. The other way is just to go to our website. If you just go to our website and type construction, and for next to the description that we have for all of our courses, there is a button that you need to press and apply, and then you just follow the instruction on the screen. If you had any problem with that, my colleagues have put my email address as well. So you can also contact me and I can send you the links that you need. Uh, we normally contact you, but there's another question saying that how do we contact the applicants? And yes, we do normally contact you by email, unless something it is very urgent that we might give you a call. Normally email. So if you have applied, make sure you monitor your email. Also, sometimes it's useful to check your junk mail, because if you haven't received an email from us previously, some of the email systems might recognize the email as a junk mail and send it there. So check both of it. If you have applied and you haven't had anything from us, make sure you check. And if you still are unable to find an email from us, either confirming that we have received an application from you or telling you what the next step is, do get in touch with us. That's the end of our question. I can see we don't have any more questions in here. So once again, I would like to thank you all for your time. I hope I hope you find the session useful and you had the information that you wanted. And I look forward to receiving your application and hopefully welcoming you to one of our construction courses at Collindale Center of Barnet and Southgate College. Have a good afternoon and thank you. Bye, everyone.